We can make some tea sandwiches. Kicked up tea sandwiches. A little bit of black olive. No seeds, no pits. A little bit of cream cheese. Room temperature. That way it will, the juice of a half a lemon. And what I did is I took ricotta cheese and put a little strainer with some cheesecloth. Just let it sort of hang in the refrigerator for a couple of hours and the liquid will come out. And then what you have is this really good, sort of a little drier, almost like ricotta salata, right? See, it's a little bit moist, but still, it's not going to be so wet that it's going to make it runny. And got to have a little garlic in there, I would think. Some fresh ground pepper. A little bit of salt. And then we'll just put this in the processor. Right at the end, we'll just add a little bit of good olive oil, just for a little flavor, that extra virgin olive oil. So now we got this olive shmear. I want to go over the ingredients and then we'll knock out this dough. In this particular quick bread, I'm going to use a standard, they call them 1 pound pans. Just butter it real good. White cheddar cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, green onions, garlic, Parmesan cheese, a little parsley, basil, and oregano. Over this side are the wet ingredients. A couple of eggs, some sugar. I have a little bit of vinegar there and buttermilk, and then the dry ingredients. That's the thing about a lot of these quick breads is they're more ingredients than it really takes the time to measure it out. And you should measure because when you bake, you're baking with formulas, not recipes. Baking powder, salt. We're going to aerate that. Get all the lumps out. Then you can just push them through. There's the dry ingredients are done. Wet ingredients, a couple of eggs. Going to whisk them. A little bit of milk. Actually, this is buttermilk. Oh, I love buttermilk. Especially baking. Got a little vinegar in there. Sugar in there. Okay, now we're going to take our aerated dry goods, add the wet, so it's kind of looking like a batter, you see? Now we're going to fold in the cheddar cheese, sun-dried tomatoes. Why not fresh? Well, the fresh have a little bit too much water. So this way I can control them. These are the ones that were packed in oil. You can also, if the sun-dried tomatoes are a little bit too hard, you can also just put them in a little, submerge them in a little bit of hot water. They'll get reconstitute, they'll get soft again. Parmesan cheese, green onions, garlic, and then the herbs. Basil, parsley, oregano. Now, this quick bread's going to 350 degrees. We're going to have the oven on. So I'm going to fold this all in together into a dough, like you're seeing before your eyes. Just like a bread dough, except now we're going to put it inside of our pan. And we're going to bake this 350 degrees. This bread's going to take probably about 50 minutes. Once it's cool, we'll take it out of this pan, hopefully. Oh yeah, see that? So we have this beautiful tomato and herb bread. Now, let me show you the Emeril Lagasse tea sandwich. First of all, you whack out the Italian cold cuts, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, babe. We'll cut off the ends. One end for you.
Thank you.
Well, you get more than that. This is just sort of like what we call lagniappe. Now, check this out. About a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. And smear it with some of this shmear. And I want to get all smeared up, so I want all sides to be smeared. I want everybody to be in the party. Okay? Then we'll add some vitamins. So maybe some spinach or some arugula would be really nice. You with me? Then we got some bresaola, some salami, capicola. Okay, so then we'll put a little bit of this in our tea sandwich. Then fold that over there. Now that's what I call a tea sandwich.